Hello, how are you doing today? I'm Fia. I'm an energy and spirit worker, Reiki master, and healing arts practitioner. And today, what I wanted to offer was a channeled, intuitive messages from the spirit world to connect with whoever needs to hear it, whenever they need to hear it, to offer words of encouragement, words of empowerment, and really any other messages that are coming through from the spirit world. There might be some channeled healing that goes on. It's kind of a spur of the moment idea. But we're going to begin with just attempting to light some incense. I'm under a fan because it's 95 degrees outside, but I managed to get it lit. And just cleansing the space. This is jasmine incense, I believe. It's from an assorted pack, but it smells like jasmine. Anyway, how is everyone doing today? If you're watching this when it comes out, how's your Cancer season treating you? Not to be stereotypical, but I did cry multiple times today. Just due to thinking of things. I also have a lot of Cancer in my chart, so asking what messages or words of encouragement are coming through for the collective, for whoever needs to hear this. Any pieces of wisdom or advice? Okay. This is from my Cosma Visions Oracle deck by James R. Eads. I believe that's how you pronounce their last name. The art on all of their decks are beautiful. I highly recommend. And this is the Crystal Grid Oracle deck, Deluxe Edition by Nicola McIntosh. I love this one as well. I don't pull it out that often, but when I do, it makes a real impact. Okay. Interesting. I'll put that on to the side just in case. This one feels correct. Okay. Multiple came out. This one does not feel quite as correct. It's just off to the side. Alright. I hope you don't mind. I'm mostly talking to myself. Sometimes I do that. Helps me process. So the tarot cards we received, these are just messages of wisdom from the spirit world. The Four of Trees, see, Isn't this art just beautiful? The Commander. And Death. And the interesting thing about this Death card is, if you're not familiar with the deck, the Cosma Visions Oracle, it's kind of both tarot/oracle deck. It follows the traditional Rider-Waite in certain ways, however, takes a twist on it. And Death in this card is actually translated into the Fool of new beginnings. The new journey begins upon death in this deck. But we do have a lot of earthly energy with the Four of Trees, the Commander, and then the Oracle cards amplify. And Growth. They're thumping next door, as well as Intuition. And you know what? I think I will channel some healing energy, connecting to the healing energy of this earth, of this land. The healing energy of you, of what you're always connected to. You're never separate from it. There may have been a sense of, I keep using the word stuck in my sessions and my channels, and stuck is not the word that feels correct for this. It feels just kind of not like you've been pushing against a block, but just kind of stagnant. Not necessarily in a bad way, not necessarily in a good way, just what is. Just kind of at the baseline survival mode. Which, if you're watching this in 2024 and your year has been anything like mine, that makes a lot of sense. Just really trying to make it through and not feeling like you have the energy or drive to do more than the bare minimum in your life and in the world. And I'm not saying that with judgment. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just what you needed to do to conserve your energy and to focus and prioritize on these kind of very basic needs that needed to be met in your life. Pardon, if I'll try and edit out, or at least tone down the noise that they just started next door in their construction. But anyway, there's just kind of like this energy of your bare minimum, your baseline has been being met, but you haven't really had the energy, and feels like the world hasn't been giving you more than that. So you obviously don't have the energy to do more if you're not receiving enough. That may have been okay for a time. We all go through periods where that's just what it is. Channeling into the root right now. But after a while, that can get frustrating, can get boring, maybe. Can feel like you're so rooted or bogged down. Almost like, when a plant is being grown in a container that gets too small for it and its roots start compacting. I'm not feeling like you need more fire. Anyone who's watching this, I'm using a general you. It's not like there needs to be too much fire energy right now, where you go from being very stagnant in base needs and earth energy right into go, 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 go. But maybe you need to be a little bit watered. Maybe your needs need to be met a little bit more. Focus or reprioritize you. Maybe bring in a little bit of fire, a little bit of light, but not too intensely. Just maybe take small actions, lay out in the sun for a little bit. I'm using a lot of element wording here. It's feeling very general, very metaphorical. But we have amplify, and we have growth, and we have at the end this Fool card, or death, which is rebirth and new beginnings. So if you've been kind of in hiding, yeah, that's the word I want to use, a little bit in hiding, very slowly starting to water and regrow and reconnect or re-amplify with your dreams, with your ideas, with your feeling like connections and partnerships. Those may have been a little bit neglected. Working on just like your energetic capacity for what you are able to do. Not pushing, not forcing, not trying to burn yourself out, but supporting your ideas. and your desire to go after your ideas. Bringing in some renewal, so that life force energy. Going into the crown. Here is the enthusiasm. Maybe it's been neglected. Maybe you're just tired or depressed or been under a lot of stress. I think most people in the world are right now. You're allowed to rest. That kind of baseline, just getting by, is sometimes what you need to heal. But then that also gives you an opportunity to think or make a note of, wait, maybe I've been giving too much energy into something. Maybe it's time to scale back. Maybe there's certain things I do need to do the bare minimum for, if it's not, giving back to me. And we see this with the commander. We see the multiple heads all focusing in different directions. If you can't give 100% to everything at once. You don't even need to give 100% to everything every day, all the time. That's not sustainable. If you've been feeling the pressure or frustrated that you haven't been able to give as much energy to something because you're focusing on multiple different directions at once, maybe it's time to shut your eyes on one direction or just kind of put that on the back burner. And that's really about learning yourself, reconnecting with yourself, and recognizing big picture what does or doesn't matter to you. Make a list of your core priorities, what matters to you in life, and label them. And maybe give more focus, use your intuition, trust yourself to give that energy, that desire, that enthusiasm to the things that will fill you up, that will give back to you as much as you give to it, to the relationships, the people, to the jobs, to the art projects, whatever it is. It's just time to connect to your own desire again. I also feel called to mention that this doesn't mean that whatever you're giving your energy to has to be big. It doesn't have to be big by other people's perspectives. It doesn't even have to be a long-term project. Maybe it's just something small or something seemingly silly that will still build you back up. And there's usually a core concept behind it that is fulfilling a need within you. If it feels good to you, that's worth it. Okay. I think that's all I have on this right now, on my messages. Hopefully it made sense to you. But either way, thank you so much for being here with me today. If you feel so called to like and subscribe and keep up with my other healing sessions, please do so. It's very appreciated. And with that being said, have a good rest of your day.